Hi, Cancers. Cancer subscribers especially. Thank you so very much for subscribing and welcome to your 2018 reading. This is going to be a privately available read. I don't know if maybe later I'll let other people see it, but for right now it is only specific for those of you who have subscribed. I'm just kind of getting an overall read for your energies for the year. Cancers, please. I feel for some of you at the end of this year, something's going to come to an end so something new can begin, but it's going to be a lucky year ahead. Okay, there are going to be some changes mid-year. In the beginning, there may be some pulling away because there's too much chitter chatter, and then there'll be some inner transformation. Some of you who have been wanting to be playful in a connection, if you're single, of course, you have the key to success with that connection. Also, if some of you are trying to make changes within in order to succeed with a connection involving a child, your child, someone else's child, or helping children, that is going to be a big area for you in the next year. Now, these are only certain people's messages. I can't draw everyone's in. If you'd like a personal yearly reading, I do those for you, and the information is in the box below. All right, so I'm going to jump right in here. I'm going to do a 12-card spread representing each month of the year, starting with the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. I'm going to clarify those by using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Pardon me. By using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, I'll be clarifying each month. And then we'll bring in a little bit about romance, business. However it comes out is however it comes out. I don't have any specific ways, or, you know, I might change up what decks I use. I just go by what Spirit tells me. So starting off with January, we have you guys letting go of something, and I think in a very happy way. Like realizing, you know what, good. I've been needing to abandon that from my life. I'm glad to see it go. Now, to clarify again, those were the Sacred Circle Tarot cards by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason, and these are the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. I'm going to clarify what this type of abandonment may be. It could be abandoning a relationship and saying, I've had enough. It was good and it was fine and fun, but it's time to go. Okay. So they're saying that for some of you, you may be drawn to other projects or ideas or people. Something is making you really want something in your gut. Either the abandonment of being alone and coming together with someone, maybe for a very small percent, and for some of you it's letting go of a person and following your gut when it comes to something that you want to do. I think this is a big year because it's a number 2 year of really trying to figure out what is that path out there for me, or is that person out there the right one for me, or how can I maybe expand on where I am right now. All right, so February we see development. So if you guys are really thinking with the Four of Wands, well, see, this can apply to family or love. This could apply to creating a home business, a solid foundation when it comes to your business where you're at. This could be expanding with business or moving home. It could be a home business. Spirit's saying that for some of you, you are abandoning, thank you, Spirit, an old relationship or an old emptiness because you're following your gut and you're connecting with someone that feels like a spiritual union or a contract that is a spiritual contract. It's a path by which you are to follow. By February, I feel like you guys are going to be really happy that you have finally figured out what this path is for you. So, March. we have you coming up out of the edge of being up in your head. Now you are starting to celebrate some sort of success, because as not only are you creating something that's spiritual, something that is solid, you are also climbing to a higher level spiritually. You're starting to understand in March, as you're becoming successful, how this whole thing became, which is very cool. So you'll be reviewing in March. And the dog barks when something is a big deal. Okay, so April, we've got this brand new path. So again, like I said, you may hear about something new coming into your path. This could be just a word of something, but I think it's a word in addition to what you're already working on in the beginning of the year. And Spirit is providing you with additional spiritual strength to maybe take what it is that you know has potential and to start figuring out a spiritual way to share it with others, to give and care for others. May. We have choosing wisely in May. Okay, so we had an option come up. It might have potential, but in May, we have regret as well. So big decisions in May might be a good month to kind of kick back and forgive yourself for anything of the past that you may have regretted, maybe letting go of someone. Make sure when you let go of people or places, you always leave in the kindest of ways, because you never know when you're going to run back into those people or need to connect with them somehow. All right, so June, we have rest. Taking time to look at how far you've come and to just decide on a new path, or wanting to just kind of remain where you're at. So yes, June is a lot more about your home foundation, and maybe just a time of thinking through what achievements have been made up to this point and what achievements you'd like to make into the future. I feel like by this time someone is content with who they're with in June, and now they're going on to business, or they're content with this business connection in person, and now they're setting up more goals. So in July, we have the King of Swords. For you guys, maybe you have connected with someone who is pretty good about making decisions when it comes to success, who's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, because this is general. It could be that you're making the decisions. Okay, everything's flowing well when it comes to success. A potential comes in, but you're not sure if you're choosing wisely, so you're taking some time to rest, to make a decision, to set up more achievements for yourself. And maybe at some point, after running into what Spirit's warning you of with the obstacles and challenges card, you have the ability to be able to, as kindly, fairly, and justly say, I'm not going to select this path because there's too many obstacles and challenges tied to it. And that's diagonal with the spiritual strength and with something having a potential. So in August, prosperity has begun, but don't rest on your laurels, right? Don't become discontent. If you've planted one seed, you still need to continue to plant more seeds. That tree will provide for quite some time, but wouldn't two trees provide even more? So those are going to be some things that you're thinking about. If you become discontent and you're just staring at potential and you have all this spiritual strength available, you could accidentally make a wrong choice in August. So it is a time to kind of stay focused on what it is you want to prosper about, and not to become too led astray with empty thoughts. Okay, September. Restrictions. Someone's feeling very restricted when it comes to finances and or maybe even a relationship, and there's heartache and loss. So in the beginning of the year, we have abandoning a person or place to follow what you're being pulled towards. And then there's, did I choose wisely? I want to remain in good ties with people so I don't regret anything. I don't want to be restricted either. So I'm going to have to really have used all these things I've thought about and the reminders of how I became successful in the beginning of the year, so I don't cause myself restriction. Restriction is non-movement. So again, August, September, it's about keeping your butt in gear, continuing to create, manifest, and change things up. Success, success, success this year. October, new beginnings. Finally, it's like you've been taking little steps the whole year, and in October, we have new beginnings. We have the shaman energy saying, whoops, somebody ended up accidentally in the wrong path. But now, you know, Spirit with the shaman energies is trying to get you back in your path again, is trying to help you to manifest newer and bigger and better things. New beginnings. If I saw this reading ahead of time like you are, I would say, well, for sure, I'm going to track how I became successful in the beginning, and as I make choices moving ahead, I'm going to take notes and remind myself to refer back to when things were successful. I'm not going to rest on my laurels. I'm going to continue to focus on what fulfills me, and I'm going to continue to create new beginnings. Even when I run into obstacles, I know that I have control over allowing things in my life and or not, especially with the spiritual strength card. So if someone or something does not have potential, they are not going to be allowed in the path that I'm manifesting for myself, or any of them, because it's not just new beginning, it's new beginnings. All right, so November, pardon me, we have a resolution. We have coming together and partnering with someone. Maybe coming back together with an alliance of the past that you had abandoned at some point, and then coming together to take some time to rest and think about how all of your achievements and foundations started, how you climbed spiritually, and how maybe even others that came into your path didn't fulfill you with their ideas. Maybe you will connect with someone from your past and come back together to partnership when it comes to a business or relationship. In November, there's going to be a resolution because somebody's going to get back into the path they belonged in before. So I don't know, somebody falls off their path a little bit, especially in May. Things get better in June. Watch out for obstacles in July. Be clear with others in July and August. If there's discontent, make sure that you focus on burying more prosperity and watching it grow. September is heartache, loss, and restriction. So remember what you learned and fight against those negative energies. October, there'll be new beginnings because you did if you apply these energies. November, resolution. Coming to a resolution when it comes to a partnership, marriage, or connection in business that maybe before you had abandoned. Maybe even an idea. Journal, journal, journal this year. In the December position of 2018, we've got victory and success. And finally, feeling very grounded after many obstacles, after developing things in the beginning of the year, contemplating whether or not this is the right path for you. There will be victory and success and contentment and grounding in the end. So I just want to do a quick 3-card spread with the same Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. And in the first 4 or 5 months of the year, we've got passion being ignited. That's an exciting new opportunity or project, and Spirit's saying that there will be the fulfillment of wishes. You guys can move forward and follow a new potential idea. You have the spiritual strength to support you, just to make sure you make the right decisions and choices. Slow down and recognize this transformation, going from sad to being reborn to seeing things for the first time. As you take positive and make positive movement forward, maybe even in the first 8 months, Spirit's saying don't forget to take time to balance. Get lots of rest and rejuvenate. Stand your ground with others. If the idea is not a good idea, then contemplate what needs to be sacrificed. What is not bringing in prosperity? What is not fulfilling your heart? Take authority over your path. Things will happen quickly and you guys will see the light. It may take you till October. Now in the next 5 to 8 or 9 months, we've got material and spiritual prosperity and your heart chakra shining with fulfillment. Beautiful. So this could be that time of rest, that really in the middle of the year enjoying your achievements. Look at firm foundation if you were worried. Rejoicing in celebration because of what you've developed. But at some point, there's going to be times where you're going to have to just relax and unwind with emotional withdrawal. And also understand that there may be obstacles and challenges in the form of other people who may be jealous of your success. Have hope that Spirit will guide you in the right direction. Remain balanced. Watch out for temptation. What you reap, you will sow in the middle of the year. So be careful and use your wisdom, especially when it comes to harmony and a connection with another person. Don't go into a connection if you are just bored. Pray to Spirit and tell Spirit you'll wait for the answer. In the last, 9 to 12 months, Spirit's saying take time for some solitude. Go into quiet. Think about how far you've come. Look back at that journal. How did things work in the beginning? What needs to be let go of? How am I going to move forward? What new seeds am I going to plant? As you start to do that, and as you start to ground yourself into and celebrating new partnerships in November, I believe. December looks fantastic. Fertility, giving birth to new ideas, new plans. Maybe someone gets pregnant, or you hear of a pregnancy, or you celebrate a new business. It involves letting go of everything that transpired that maybe got in the way along the way. Letting things go out into the ocean and having patience when it comes to something you are very passionate about. You will triumph if you listen. If you speak your truth this year to those who have disrupted your soul or who are trying to disrupt your path. Move on from negative energies. Know that you have the power to master your destiny. As long as you keep mental conflict out of the situation, you will be able to come to the truth of who you are this year, what you've been meant to do for a living, who you've been meant to be with. Now, I want to quick clarify love with the Romance Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue. So that's a lot more about maybe finances, but it could be about connections, relationships, people who are in a current relationship that are maybe going through little trials. It can apply many different ways. You just have to apply it to your personal circumstances. These are just energies. You also cannot have these great energies work for you unless you take the steps that Spirit is asking through these readings for you to take. There is a little bit about change here, or change is happening because someone comes in and tries to restrict you in some way, but handle it in the best, highest way of all, and know that there will be no regrets in the end. All right, so January, finances become a big part of love, so not much love in January. February, you may be wanting to give a situation a chance with a partner, a person, a business. In March, again, climbing spiritually to a higher place, succeeding maybe for some of you because you realize that the love you've deserved has shown up, or that you decide and find out that you are worth much more than maybe you've allowed yourself to understand and be in March. Big month in March for spirituality. April, we've got stay optimistic. There will be potential and spiritual strength for you in April to stay optimistic that you deserve love. So if somebody comes in who is not lovable and kind and respectful, then kick them out the back door and move on to the next, right? So January, February, March, April, May. May talks about divine timing. So let go of regrets and be careful with your choices. Do not move quickly, especially not in May. In June, taking time to rest, to contemplate your foundation and the achievements at home. Look at this. This could be an achievement. You could meet someone, whoever's energies these are, could give a relationship a chance, and it's a spiritual union in February. In March, you rise to a higher level spiritually because of the success in the connection. And you're understanding that there's potential, and you're trying to stay optimistic, and Spirit is guiding you. Spirit's saying that take your time, don't regret anything. Listen to Spirit, pray to Spirit, and know that the divine timing is trying to bring some of you an engagement or marriage by June, which falls in right about the right time. So July. In July, they're saying, pardon my dog, if you run into obstacles with someone who is an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, That is probably not the romance of a lifetime that you think it is. And I'll clarify in a minute. In August, we have discontent and new prosperity. Why? Because someone spoke their truth finally in August. Honestly discuss your feelings so that you can stay optimistic, so you don't start falling into that questionable area. Because in September we have restriction and loss and heartache. Why? Because Spirit's telling you to take and get to know someone a little bit more. All right? When I see this card, there's always like two women laughing and connecting with one guy, and he doesn't even look like he's leaning forward in the conversation or really happy to be there. And so, you know, someone may be getting a lot of attention. You may want to marry them, but are they worth being in your path, right? So October, new beginnings. You were in a beginning you didn't belong in. Now you're finding your way. You're manifesting great things. You're wanting to give this relationship a chance, and maybe you thought you were going to get married, or you do get married in June. If not, there may be someone who does deserve love, who is recognizing obstacles with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, male or female, and or there may be a marriage in July that there will be obstacles, and then discontent can be very scary because it's with prosperity too, meaning that someone could get discontent and make a bad choice, and then we have in September not good things happening. So in October, we have getting back in our own path, starting new beginnings, manifesting great new things, and taking time to learn and forgive. Okay, we need to forgive others because they know not what they do as well. We all make mistakes. It's why we're here. Learn from the mistake, and you will learn the lesson and the reason for why you had to endure that path, and then release and heal it by letting it go so you can experience more love now. So in November, we have coming to a resolution in a situation that involves partnerships, and alliances. New love, a new person, grounding yourself, finding victory and success in your life, and then we have flirting. Extending your lighthearted energies to others. I see a very up and down year for someone here in love and romance. So I'm going to recap. January, there are finances. And some of you may be abandoning an old business or career and are heading in a new one. So you have no time really except to maybe go connect with a couple people or walk in your own backyard. I don't know why I'm getting these images. Spiritual union. February, you develop, you connect with someone or something, and you want to work on this partnership. You find success when it comes to finances in March. But you're still waiting for your heart to be filled, to be recognized by someone who will love you as you deserve to be loved. April, there's potential for an opportunity in career and finances, maybe climbing the ladder or creating something artistic, but still staying optimistic. So if you're single and you hit about April and you start to realize, hey, you know, I can do something that's a project that represents my love and my heartache and the things I've gone through. In the meantime, I will know that I'm healing. In the meantime, I know I can let go of old regrets and I can start to make new decisions, but I can also understand and respect that Spirit is trying to line up divine timing, which is difficult. So in June, we have resting, taking time at home and a solid foundation, or buying a home. Coming together, moving in together, buying a home. July, we have true love. Well, we have obstacles and challenges. So I don't know. I feel like this was tied to more career and finances. Somebody may get married in June and feel great in July, and then have some heart-to-heart conversations about some fun things in August, and then someone may be a little discontent somehow and feel a little restricted. Somebody may just be dating someone, and then in September they get to know someone new and they feel restricted, whether they are or not. That's usually something we make ourselves believe. In November, we have new beginnings and the shaman cards to let go of the past. And then boom, here's a third love. Partnerships, coming to a resolution, 3 people, true love. You deserve true love. And Spirit is saying, stay optimistic, let divine timing happen this year. You may connect with someone. Some of you are getting married in June. That's just the way this is. I can't ignore this. And then in July, we have true love obstacles, challenges, and a person who is an air sign. So, heartache. Heart-to-heart conversations, I'm sorry. That's where prosperity is. That's where I think coming together is. But that's where there's a little bit of discontent and restriction feelings in August and September. So, and then there's forgiving and learning, getting in the right path, and then coming to a resolution in a partnership, and then getting back to flirting and being grounded and finding success. Maybe somebody's path gets a little shook up just because of finances. I'm clarifying again. Yeah, new abundant things ahead. Got to let go of the suffering this year. The suffering can't be in this path. It's going to keep you stuck. So you could be looking out at a journey with the 2 of Cups, at a person with the 2 of Cups, and a journey with the 2 of Wands, or you can keep yourself stuck with the 2 of Swords. So what I'm saying is, it's a year of setting up your path so that it can be something to celebrate in 2019. Okay? So this is a year of coming together and connecting with people and being clear about who we're connecting with and making sure they're the right people to allow in our path, because we're the boss of our path. If we make really good choices this year, if we take our time this one simple little year, we will be celebrating fulfillment in 2019. But if we get it all too big for our britches, or we get it all too focused on our achievements, and we start to bring out a sword, or someone brings out a sword, we need to work as diplomatically as we can and to make the best choices on everyone's behalf. Because in the outcome position, you end up with victory and success. You end up feeling playful like a kid, and all along you've had the key in your pocket to succeeding. So I feel for Cancers a very successful year. Keep it up in mind. People may come in and try and reconcile from your past. I believe that will be a test for someone. Definitely in July. For whoever's energies these are, in July there's going to be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And they're going to, I don't know, but you have control. You get to decide if they can stay or go, okay? This is my new Oracle of the Mermaids deck by Lucy Cavendish, and I quick pulled a card for them to clarify the reading, and the reading said to remain in the present each and every day this year, please. It's about gifts. It's about treasures. It's about revelation of our own value and newness and nowness. Sorry, that says nowness. Yes, remaining in the present. Taking time when it comes to decisions. This is a year of wondering, what would Jesus do, right? So I'm going to close with a word of prayer from the Doreen Virtue, Mary Queen of Angels deck. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season and that you have a wonderful and beautiful, fulfilling 2018. I feel very good energies about it. Look at this. You guys have joy. By enjoying this moment, wow, I'm giving thanks to God for my life. Like I said, I feel good energies. I feel like going after what you desire, but doing so with just and thoughtful actions. And to close, I'm going to read from the book. Mother Mary guides you to enjoy this moment and the next, regardless of what you're experiencing. As you cultivate the ability to find joy in the present, you'll pull to you more reasons to be joyful. In every situation, you have the opportunities to find blessings. Your happiness inspires others to transform their own sorrows into bliss. You can resolve your current situation or question and situation by choosing the path of joy. What would bring you more of it? What would bring more of it to your heart and to your soul? So maybe this year would be a good year every month to write down how you're going to bring joy to others with what it is you have at your fingertips, what's available to us each and every day. All right. So thank you again for stopping by. If you'd like a personal reading, my email address is josiek42@gmail.com. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a wonderful 2018. Take care, and God bless.